Yeah. Kickoff is next.
Be captivated by our brightest self-lit OLED. Light up your world. LG OLED Evo.
To endure winter, the group huddles together, merging their bodies into a single mass. For the greater good of the colony. We work together, move together, never alone, always as one, making the most of the winter months together.
Can't believe it's here.
Whether it's work or play, the Ram 1500 lineup makes the
Yeah,
work of any challenge.
as you guys saw my video yesterday on that tipping video. Yeah, I'm tipping the Broncos. Like I tipped, because I tipped them yesterday, so I tipped the Broncos. So hopefully the Broncos get the job done. Next year I'll probably won't be live. Next year I might not live stream the Dolphin games. Well, I won't live stream probably the away games because I might be going to every Dolphins home game next year. Yeah, which I'll be able to vlog that. So yeah.
I've lost over 20 kilos in a matter of months with Pilot, and I'm almost back to my playing weight. Pilot connected me with an online doctor, and I got clinically proven treatment delivered direct to me in the mail. I've tried diets and fasting apps in the past, but sadly the weight always just came back. With Pilot, it's staying off, I'm in control, and I'm feeling great. I'm even giving my sons a run for their money.
Start your 30-day trial today at pilot.com.au.
The internet is a strange place. Who knows what we'll be watching next? Cat videos, court dramas with cats in them?
How does your client plead?
Oh, but no matter how strange things get, Foxtel Broadband has your back. Plus, it's reliable, so you know you're in a safe pair of hands. Unlike this guy. Foxtel Broadband, fast, affordable, reliable broadband for whatever we're watching next. First is calling. Let's roll.
Upsizing, downsizing, or simply refinancing. Real life needs Australia's most flexible home loan. From CommBank.
It's time for history to be made, and it starts right here, right now. It's on again. The 2022 season on Fox League starts now.
Friday night on Fox League, the two best teams of the past decade, the Melbourne Storm and the Sydney Roosters. Between them, 6 of 10 premierships. In 2022, many declared their dynasty's over. The Storm, top 4 and finals bound. Out of the shadow of the big three is now Cameron Monster, Harry Grant and Jerome Hughes. These Roosters sunk to 10th after 17 rounds. Now on a 6-game winning run. Hugh Keary and James Tedesco at their creative best. And Joseph Suaalii, a teenager who'd run through a brick wall. He is something special. The premiership prize is within reach yet again for the Storm and the Roosters. So Friday night, sit back and marvel at these two incredible teams.
Right here on Fox League.
Live and at break 3, Melbourne Storm and the Sydney Roosters.
There are certainly some big matches in this round 24 of the Telstra Premiership, and this is a vital piece to the finals jigsaw that you're about to see. The Broncos and the Eels. Last minute instructions from Kevin Walters. Broncos not in the best of form. Both these sides could still miss the 8. That's the reality of it. That is the pressure they are under, but by the same token, Parramatta win tonight, they steal a finals berth. Greg Alexander, it is so vital in this match.
Yeah, and if results go their way, the Eels could be in a top 4 spot because they play the Melbourne Storm next week, Vossi. Tonight is the first game in a number of blockbusters over the final 2 rounds of the regular season that will decide the fates of these teams, whether they can win a premiership or in fact even make the 8. And you're right, Brisbane come into this one off the back of a 60-12 loss to Melbourne here at Suncorp Stadium. Their form at Suncorp hasn't been great. 3 weeks ago, beaten by the Tigers here. So it will need a massive form reversal, I think, to get the Parramatta Eels tonight, who come in off the back of a very good win against the Bulldogs. Dylan Brown, Mitch Moses looked great last week.
We saw these two sides clash on Fox League in round 19, and it was very convincing from the Brisbane Broncos. 36-14. Their form hasn't been the same since. I mean, that was the night where they conceded the first try, and yet by halftime had 24 points of their own on the board.
Yeah, Vossi, I remember talking about the Broncos after that win against the Eels, only back in round 19, saying, look, Brisbane might be a chance to win the comp. Now, nothing's worked for them over the last month, only 1 win, but the Parramatta Eels certainly in form last week. Ian Corey will come and start at the back of the scrum. Madison goes back to the bench. As I said, the form of Dylan Brown last week, 3 tries, he scored 2 tries. A lot to like. And Mike Acevo grabbed one of the many tries that they scored against the Dogs. 10 tries now in 10 games. How important will he be down that left flank?
Yeah, one of the real exciting aspects of tonight's game is seeing Mike Acevo, disappointing Selwyn Cobbo not there. Here come the Broncos on a Thursday night at home at Suncorp Stadium, and 250 for the captain, Adam Reynolds.
Yeah, what a signing he's been, Adam Reynolds. The move to the Brisbane Broncos, and he has pulled it all together. A very talented young side. As the family send him out in his 250th game with their best wishes and love. He needs a big one, Vossi. He needs a big one.
He sure does. 231 of those games, quite obviously for South Sydney. But now he is the playmaker at the Broncos, trying to deliver them a finals berth. He needs the support of others around him. He has been such a linchpin for them. One of the buys of the season, no question. And he will be getting us underway. When they clashed in round 19, he had a try and 6 goals. Adam Reynolds has a very good scoring average. So the round is underway, a Thursday night on Fox League, and arguably the best stadium for rugby league in the world, and Campbell Gillard. Almost a catastrophic start from Parramatta on the dead ball line. So the Eels with Lane will become fairly good at scoring opening points in Brisbane. By the by, have the worst stats in scoring points in the opening 20 minutes of that match or any team in the competition.
I'm back.
Charge there, Corey up over the 30-metre line. And Campbell Gillard. Ramrod straight from Parramatta in the opening set of the night. And that sets it up for Moses to kick. Without any great pressure on him. And Oates has the first possession for Brisbane.
That's a good start from their middles. Paulo, Regan Campbell Gillard with a couple of good runs along with Moran and Corey. Not a bad option to start with. Madison off the bench after the opening 20-25 minutes, but strong start from their big men.
Gee, that one front row getting the ball like that. Haas lunging for it. Halfway through the set, Brisbane. Box Hall Broncos with 3 of the forwards. Campbell Gillard all over him there. Turpin, pass this time gets cleaner ball. And for over 200 metres when they clashed in round 19. It's his first kick of the night. So they've started set for set. Gufferson with it. And it is Simbo bringing the ball back. So the Eels, their second possession. Risky offload off the check off Gufferson there. Check a former Bronco in the Parramatta Reds. And has got the first penalty of the night as well. Referee Atkins onto that. We have Corey Parker on the sideline, soaking up the atmosphere of this one. What's your last thoughts on this, Corey?
It's a fantastic crowd here already on the Thursday night, the Broncos' last home game. It should be an absolute cracker. It's fast and physical down on the sideline. Both teams plenty to play for. Obviously, the Parramatta Eels likely top 4 spot for the Broncos. They need to win after what's been a lean month and 60 points put on them last week. The last team to do that, however, back in 2009 was the Parramatta Eels.
Ooh, ball is intercepted. And Pereira's onto it. And then Opacek got up and played it. Referee Atkins quite clearly said Brisbane ball. But great confusion there. If he hasn't called Hill.
Our on-field ruling was the Broncos had the ball, then it's stolen after themselves.
Very hard. They grabbed the ball both simultaneously. I think on replay it'll show us Lane getting that arm free, which is a real weapon. Well, Opacek gets the ball, but does Pereira steal it out of his grip? And it's allowed.
The ball is offloaded by Sean Lane. We're just seeing who has possession.
You're thinking double
past this
strip.
point.
I'd say
I think Opacek's still got the ball. I don't think he's ever let go, but still got 2 hands on it. He caught it first. Opacek had the ball, and
then Pereira concedes.
Pereira has. Well, did Pereira concede?
Based on the on-field ruling of Broncos having possession, the ball is then stripped by Tom Opacek post-held. It's unsuccessful.
But he never let go of the ball. He still had it.
It doesn't matter on ground decision. You see what you see. Yeah. So you've got the evidence there in front of you. Oh my! You can't play the slumber card. Anyway, that's a good one for Brisbane early. We won't dwell on it. Let's get on with it. Parramatta, though, lose their challenge in the opening 3 minutes of the game. So now Turpin on to Haas. Jensen's in the starting side, wearing 16 on his back. Little forward tonight. Turpin, Haas, running at money and running hard there at Papali'i, who fell off in the tackle. This is boxing. And Mesra man, nice footwork. Running through the front line there. Gufferson was the last line of defence. Jensen, Reynolds, promising for Brisbane. Pereira with it. And they're over there to scramble it there. Parramatta get the job done. On the back there. Somewhat of a missed opportunity for Brisbane.
Yeah, nice work defensively there from the Eels. They saw the overhead pass coming. The Ezra man run was off the back of a very quick play the ball from Payne Haas, who split the Parramatta defenders, Reed Marnie and Papali'i, to get that quick play the ball, and then Parramatta recovered very well on the inside, pushing hard across to that sideline.
So Parramatta on the restart from the centre of the ground on the 10-metre line. Stop away down there, Corey. Warriors bound next year. Good signing for them. A bit of football this year now. Campbell Gillard's ready. Got a late pass there from Marnie. He's up to the 40-metre line. There's some real intent about the Parramatta forward play early. That's probably back on the right edge. Marnie could play the ball short side. Moses, Brisbane retreating. That's dangerous. And Moses helps himself to 15 or so metres there. Penasini, Brown, a kick, not a bomb. He finds the grass, it skids. And Staggs comes up with it. Beats a couple of tackles. Exciting start to the match.
And now Staggs wins a penalty for Brisbane.
Yeah, off the back of a good run there. Had to beat a couple of Parramatta chasers. Clever kick from Dylan Brown, found the grass. And then Katoni Staggs, as he does, ducking under tackles, forcing the penalty. And a very promising set from the Eels off the back of that set. A run down the right from Moses. That's a good sign for Parramatta.
That fence charge from Jordan Ricky from the free kick and now Flegler. So I said Parramatta forwards running with great intent early. Ditto that for the Broncos. It's very much a semi-final feel to the start of the game. Certainly an intensity. Turpin takes them left. Ezra Mann up for Capel. Taking on Penasini. And now it's Brisbane just outside the 20. Man to Jensen. And Jensen is over the 20. Play number 5, done and dusted. Turpin, they go. Shots up. Man's kick is perfect range. And Blake has very little option but to knock it dead. But Man into the game early, which is good.
Yeah, good signs. As we spoke about the Parramatta halves with Mitch Moses with a run. And now Ezra Mann, who's a very dangerous runner of the football. And I think we've seen these 12 games now, the ball go to him more often. Now that he's comfortable in his own skin out there in first grade, he's in danger.
And Gutherson with a short one, plenty of height there. Contest, Sivo knocked it back. Brisbane come up with it. And they will not go against Brisbane, they might challenge it. The Broncos might go challenge early here. Yes, they will. So double challenge the first 7 minutes of the game.
Well, I don't know how you saw it live. I thought Brisbane dragged it forward, even though he was facing his own goal line. I thought Pereira got the touch. Micah got his hands just. I'm thinking Micah Sevo.
Yes, that was a touch from this point, Micah Sevo, and also a touch from Jordan Pereira. We just need to determine which way the ball travels.
Could be something if both teams lost their challenges in the first 7. I don't know whether that's happened before. And I'm still none the wiser.
Good luck trying to work out whether that went forward or backwards.
With the legs alone, I can tell you that.
The ball is originally backwards off Micah Sevo. It is then knocked on by Jordan Pereira. The challenge is unsuccessful.
No more challenges. No more challenges for 7 minutes. What did you think, Brent?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Awesome.
There we go. So, Bunker, well, they can put the feet up. I'm sure they've played Wordle for the day, something like that. Other than tries, they might have a quiet night. So Parramatta scrum feed. A double lock on from the 20-metre line. Barlow standing at 5'8". And that's Capel, perfectly rehearsed. Talk about backfire, having a front rower out of the scrum. How does a man that size get stripped of the ball? Brisbane 5 minutes from the line. Milking from Jensen. Flegler runs at them. So topsy-turvy start to this one. Turpin, Man, flat-footed, then a little bit of footwork and around the corner. Brinko Lee. Oaks is shut down there by Penasini. High pressure here on Parramatta. Man again got it flat-footed. And as a result, contained by the Parramatta defence. Brisbane, high ball, Reynolds with a kick. Staggs got a start on it. Now he's pointing that it's come off the kneel. And play that is the referee's call with no challenge. What can you do?
Now, we're going to live with whatever's said now by the on-field referee. Adam Reynolds drilled the ball, and you can see that it was touched by a Parramatta player. Micah Sevo got a foot to the ball. So the pressure remains on the Eels.
They go to the short one again. Worked last time. Here's Gutherson, gets great height from him. Yeah, let's go again. Play it again, Gutho. And he's got the distance and Sebo this time. That really is a flying Fijian right there.
Well, that's a great play, isn't it? Gutherson on the 10-metre line landed that. Terrific take by Michael Sebo.
Yeah, no way the Eels got that back.
Parramatta on the short
Oh my, oh my God! I cannot believe it. The Eels just pushed the Broncos player purposely just to make sure the Eels get the ball back.
That's been knocked down by Lee. And Ben does a little bit of soccer with it. And penalty goes away at Parramatta.
Gee, there was a real chance there for the Eels. The pass just going past, right across the face of Niokore, which Moses linked with Papali'i. Pass fractionally earlier than that. They're down that sideline of the Eels.
Terrific atmosphere for Thursday night as Corey has highlighted. Game 1 here on Fox League. And now Marty Moses, there's Niokore. And now it is the Broncos turn to defend their own goal line, laying it around the corner. Jefferson passes it out. Polo does the same. No one stops Sebo from there. He owns it. He's got another one. He's beating nightmarish ability as far as Brisbane are concerned in scoring tries for Parramatta. And he's on the board first here again.
Yeah, Sean Lane getting that right arm free. Been such a weapon for the Eels this season. 10 try assists for Sean Lane. Certainly a try involvement there with a push out from Junior Barlaw, and also Michael Sebo just came back on the inside. All the early pressure.
I think he went forward on one pass.
On Parramatta, and the moment they get down here, terrific ball from Gutherson as he was falling to ground. The Eels come up with the first try of the game. Ominous signs.
No, I reckon there's obstruction. Oh, of course, I think there was possible obstruction because the Marcus Seward went straight through that gap.
Now 12 tries in his ninth game against the Broncos. And his last two, the previous two to this, there's a hat-trick and a double. And here he is on the board again.
Sean Lane on little men, low tackle. He gets that arm free. He's a giant, Sean Lane. Got to be 6'6". And if you don't wrap the ball up, that's what can happen. And it's happened on plenty of occasions this year.
Parramatta throw the ball around and seize the moment. And the kick from Moses. Beautiful stuff off the boot. Off and running the Parramatta Eels. 6-0 scoreline. Corey on the sideline.
Yeah, what's been a bit of a stop-start affair to this opening 13 minutes. You mentioned there's been 6 errors and 4 penalties, but out on this left-hand edge, is there a better back rower at the moment than Sean Lane? He's able to set up another try. And on the right-hand edge, they've got Papali'i. What a pairing they have. 9 tries for him, 7 line breaks, 8 line breaks for him. So both edges for the Parramatta Eels will be looking to exploit the Brisbane Broncos at different stages. But as you mentioned, Brendy, their first opportunity, they come up with some points through Michael Sebo. Could be ominous.
So, play back underway. Parramatta ready to run. Campbell Gillard almost over Red Dylan Brown there. He was back with it. Just a reminder when they played in round 19. And hang on a second. There's drama here for Brisbane. Reynolds up the tunnel. That's one for Dr. Parker to check, but gee, you have to think it's a muscular problem of some sort.
Well, he had a lot of problems with his lower back. Bossy, they caused him to miss a couple of games some weeks ago. I wonder if the problem has reared its head again.
Boy, oh boy. The finals hopes at Brisbane. A big moment. Reynolds off 13 minutes in. Set restart now, Parramatta. Brown is with it. He's become one of the #1 steppers in the competition, Dylan Brown. Gutherson scooped up. Lane. Staggered defence. Oh, he's lost the ball. Fleckler up with it for Brisbane. What a let-off.
He stepped out of one of the Brisbane tackles there, and he was getting that right arm free to offload. Gutherson supporting back on the inside. Just couldn't hold the ball.
Gee, this could be very big news as we wait to hear what's happening at Reynolds. Oh, Marnie's now been hurt. He's holding the rib. Boy, oh boy, it's all happening. Marty's in awful strife. He copped one right in the ribcage. Now, Turpin to Haas. There he is, he's still in the vicinity. Reed Marty. Turpin. And Walters. Well, there you go. First involvement, we call it forward. Corey Jensen, my goodness. Now, he will go straight to Corey Parker, what he's been able to learn about Adam Reynolds.
Yeah, they're going with Adam Reynolds at the moment with a HIA. I'm not sure I'm believing that just yet, so we'll wait and see what comes of that. As you just mentioned, Reed Marnie and Tony Staggs just going at it toe-to-toe. As they walk into the scrums, they come in, lock horns. There could be a little battle going on there between those two, but you can see there Billy Wallace is onto the field and replacing Adam Reynolds. I'll come back to you with what happens there.
Oh, just caught the knee from Tamari Martin as he hit the ground. Just. Oh no, it wasn't Tamari, it was Jordan Pereira.
Well, provided he passes the HIA, it could end up a great result for Brisbane. We were worried about all sorts of things. Mind you, if he fails the HIA, and he's going to have to get through 73 minutes of the match without their main man. So we'll monitor that one. Campbell Gillard to play it here. Marty, oh, terrible ball. And then a tip.
Yes! Yes! Hell yeah! Oh.
And then later, bounces off overhead. Garrison picks it up and kicks it towards the city. Just tell me what happened there, Greg, if you wouldn't mind.
Ezra Mann picked the ball up off the ground and made a break. After that, Vossi, I really don't know what happened. He tried to find a ball. It's hit Penasini off the legs, bounced into Ezra Mann.
Oh, dang it.
He's running centre field, then angled towards the sideline to pick up his support plate. Wonga Blake has knocked the ball on.
I've counted 14 bounces of the football in that passage of play. The ball bounced 14 times in the one passage of play. Right. That may be a record.
Well, Wonga Blake's... He's knocked the ball on, so Brisbane will get it back after an ordinary pass that done enough that when it comes to the players, Penasini couldn't pick up the bouncing ball. Ezra Mann did. It's one of the Eels been a Brisbane try, but they do get the ball. So they're in good position.
Trailing by 6 points to nil after the Sevo try open proceedings. Pressure on Billy Wallace. And always the back up. Now comes away with it.
Well, that's a blow for the Broncos. Down 6, get a bit of field position, get a bit of luck go their way with the bouncing ball after a break from Brisbane, and then Gutherson comes up with a big play, big defensive play.
And then the ball stripped. Work for the swing. That all, the money looked like the ball's possible. But that was certainly for the receiver. He's away down the left. What a kick back in field by Micah. Oppencheck gets it on the full and is claiming a try as well. Well, I got question marks on 2 passes. But I'll tell you what, the kick from Sevo was something special.
Well, Tom Oppencheck's very confident that he got the ball down. Got himself into a good position, even though surrounded by Brisbane defenders there. The kick from Sevo was a beauty.
Oppencheck takes clean possession.
And just drops the ground very quickly. Does he get the ball to ground, or does it come free? Oh, he gets it down, but he loses. Does he still have his arm around
the ground? We're just looking to see if he maintains possession and it's across the goal line.
There's no doubt it gets the ground. Does he still have that left arm wrapped, right arm wrapped around it?
Well, I'll say no to the right. Does the left stay on it?
Oh, I don't think the left's...
This camera angle shows the ball is over the goal line.
All right, well, that's the first.
Still to determine possession.
He's selling it, Oppencheck.
See, I can't see his left arm. I'm only seeing a right arm around the ball. It's still there. It's down. It's a try. It's a try.
It's a try.
Yeah.
You see here the ball is on the ground and Tom Opacek still has possession.
Yes.
We have a decision.
Wow. Second try Eels and Opacek, despite the attention, as you count 3 defenders, it becomes an incredible put down.
He just dropped the ground in between all 3 of them and was able to have control of the ball long enough for it to touch the ground. The passes, I'm not sure. I thought the last pass to Mike Acevo went forward from Sean Lane, but the touch judge was right there, so he was in a great position to make a call on it. So you just play on, and down this left side again, Parramatta come up with a big play, and Sean Lane, it's not a round the corner offload this time. That's a great kick under pressure from Mike Acevo.
Yeah, brilliant kick.
Pereira hit him as he was kicking the ball, and he got it on the spot for Tom Opacek.
Tries off Mike Acevo kicks. I can't think of too many, but that was wonderful skill done at speed by Acevo. Like you, still question mark on last pass in particular.
But the touchy was there.
Moses for 2 for 2. And a 12-0 lead. Reynolds rounds off the field. Corey Parker sideline. Here once again, just down this left-hand side, directly where Reynolds was, defending out of that 4 defender, and through Sean Lane. And what a kick from Mike Acevo. He loves it, open space here at Suncorp Stadium. And once again for the Broncos, they got 2.5 minutes remaining in the first 20 minutes. The worst team in the competition at starting to score points. They averaged 3.3 points in the opening 20 minutes of the game.
Well, whatever you thought of Sean Lane's pass, it found the man unmarked. It found Mike Acevo. So Sean Lane, huge involvement in both tries.
Oh, the kick-off is dead a long way. Oh, what an error at 12-0. By the way, Acevo, his 3rd try assist of the year. So back they come. Moses told you can't go quick. Where's he take the kick from the line? Doesn't matter. Big kick. This is a huge technical right now. Kevin Walters knows it. He's under all sorts of scoreboard pressure, field position pressure. The pressure of charging rapid Eels at the moment. Niokore to play it in front of the posts. Marty to Brown, Junibalo with it. Ricky, Flegler, Turpin grabs the leg. They so need a Parramatta mistake here. The Broncos, Campbell Gillard absolutely launched himself at the Broncos defence. Money, Lane tries to crash over, but he's done that. But Atkins is right there and is going to send it up. No try. And no play with a try from Wayne either. I think that's your call right there.
Well, the big bodies of Parramatta doing some damage. Sean Lane just powering through the Billy Walters tackle. Tamari Martin's done the job to get his body under the ball. Jordan Ricky also there. Right upstairs is a no try.
We lose sight of the ball in this frame.
We'll just never be able to tell whether there's...
Well, I mean, the odds are. I don't think we need to go to other angles, do we? Yes. Anyway,
we will anyway.
We'll do the process. just in case. What important. Brisbane right at the moment.
Based on the live decision of no try and the available camera angles, we're supporting the decision of held up.
Well, held up. There's still 3 tackles left in this set, so Brisbane's still under the pump right now.
Yeah, and it's a Brisbane side down and points differential. I know it's a long way to go in the Daffy. And lose big. That could be vital. Parramatta. Barlow with it. Here they come, the Eels. Moses. Here comes old Gufferson. The old round the back trick. Pulled it in from his back pocket. Guffer scores. Parramatta have 3 on the board inside 19 minutes.
Yeah, what a horrible mistake by the Broncos to put the kick-off dead. Sean Lane almost scores. The next play, they
I hope Gus knows it's good. It looked like he lost that.
The lead runner and then grabs
Oh,
Gutherson. Great
well, look like
control
the
from
referee
Gutherson to keep
says
the
he
ball
didn't, so they gave him the try, but
just close to his body as it snuck around his back. That's great stuff from Gutherson.
oh, he still gets
Slams
there.
it down, gets it down. That's their third try midway through this first half, and it's 16-0 Voss. Keep the cup.
There's some glum-looking Brisbane fans in the background as that try was scored. Gutherson now has his equal best season tally of tries with that one. Besides plenty of setting up of tries, he's got 13 of his own for the year.
A couple of wayward passes thrown by the Eels in the opening 20 minutes, but not on that occasion. Two great balls from Reed Marnie, out to Junior Barlaw, out to Mitchell Moses.
We are about to find out whether Reynolds comes back. Corey has the story on the sideline. Big story in the context of the game and the race for the finals. 18-0 scoreline. Brisbane fans holding their breath for this news. Corey, what is the latest?
Yeah, 18-0 as you just mentioned, and it doesn't get any better for the Brisbane Broncos. Adam Reynolds has failed his HIA. I repeat, he has failed his HIA, and he will not return for the Broncos this evening in what is game 250.
Well, what a blow. What a hammer blow to the Broncos that is.
Personally as well, the big milestone, the kids, the wife, the family. Oh boy, wow. Twists and turns to get to the finals. Now Brisbane down 18-0. Reynolds gone for the night. Oh, Campbell Gillard! That has shaken Suncorp. And they're calling it shoulder as well. Boy, oh boy.
Thomas Flegler came in from the side. I think he's hitting front line. I didn't think Flegler turned side on. Well, this will give us a better. Oh, that's fine.
What a game we watched. Shaquille O'Neal's had a week this week. He saw the clip of George Tafua hitting Cameron Munster. I hope, Shaq, you're watching Fox League tonight. What did you think of that one? No pads. No pads. Amazing hit. Parramatta with the ball back to halfway. Big man on big man right there. They need more though. They need more than big tackles, Brisbane right now. Reynolds gone for the night. 19 minutes to go first half, just under. Is Brown. There's Niakore. He's been very good for them tonight. That's his 6th run of the evening. Campbell Gillard, by the way, has had 9 hit-ups already.
Outstanding, Campbell Gillard, as has Sean Lane and Niakore, the 3 big Eels players battering rams tonight.
Barlaw with it. This is a Broncos side coming off a match where they conceded 60 points. They're now down by 3 converted tries. Last tackle, Brown's kick. The pressure remains on Brisbane. Pereira's there. Absolutely nowhere to go. How do they find their way back here, Brisbane, with Parramatta red hot?
Well, it was Brisbane in the opening 5 minutes, forcing a couple of line dropouts since that moment, Rossi. It has been all Parramatta, hasn't it? 3 tries now, forcing their own line dropout and a chance to make it 4 tries in the opening 20-odd minutes.
In between dropout from Staggs, didn't quite hit it all that well. As we see Barlow bringing it back. Because they forced a mistake. There's Papali'i on it. Nice low tackle by Capewell. The Eels just 10 metres away from the line. Moses, Barlow, and then Niakore. Brisbane's for and against is going south. Canberra fans are getting excited at the moment. There's Brown to Lane. That is a superb tackle from Billy Walker. Saves a try. Honey. Brown again, the kick. Here comes Moses! Oh, he's got it down, but over the dead ball line. He doesn't claim a try, and we are checking everything.
Yeah, I thought Ezra Mann did the job to stay away from the ball. Oh no, he didn't. Did he get a little touch to that?
Moses is last to touch it anyway.
Nicky Moses who makes the ball dead. We have a decision.
It's another easy one for the bunker.
During that set then, when Sean Lane was tackled by Billy Walters low, now if he had a support player with him, the ball was there ready to pop again from Sean Lane. Opacek was just a bit slow to react to it. Well, Lane could have had 3 try assists quite easily.
It's like the Wallaces have had the ball. They are with Jensen up towards halfway. Game 1 of round.
It's very bad for the Broncos right now, as Adam Reynolds has failed his HIA.
It's a weekend where we certainly got a distinct big 3. You'll
But
see them all
could
on
the
Fox League, of course.
Broncos have won games without Adam Reynolds this year?
Saturday night. Rabbitohs and Cowboys. Here's Walters! Taking off. Marnie just got him. 20 out from the line. Brisbane finally get a chance. Men's kick with no one chasing. Absolutely no one within QE of it. What a disappointment. Back comes Gutherson for Parramatta. Here comes Penasini.
Yeah, I don't know why the Broncos were slow to react to the kick from Ezra Mann there. The ball was in the in-goal area for quite some time if they had a chase, an onside chase.
Just outside their 40, Parramatta. Madison is on now. With his team on the front foot. One of their predator offloaders comes into the game. Money, Campbell Gillard, Barlow with it. And then Moses. Terrific platform laid by the Parramatta forwards tonight. Gutherson, Madison, he was looking to pass. It's a pretty good tackle from Turpin. Very dogged. Marty, another run for Campbell Gillard. And Flagler's got one in the throat in trying to make the tackle. Last play, Moses Penasini. That look back. Blake kicks it. No, they're going to call it forward. And again, with no challenges, which I don't mind. I actually like the fact it's constant play. We have to live with the call.
They dragged Branko Lee in, so the pass was on to Penasini. They had an extra man, one of Blake on his outside. A chance for points again from Parramatta, just got the execution wrong.
Pereira on this run. 14.5 to go, first half. And Sia comes into the game. Now Haas with it. He's run a number of times at Reed Marnie tonight. They'll reach 1,000 tackles for the season, for the regular season. Ricky there, last tackle. Brisbane, a kick from Walters. Angles it back to Centerfield. Gutherson, beautiful positioning there. And focus on it. Singer on the charge. Spins away from Palacia. Parramatta play 1 already outside their 20. Off the check on that carry. Oregon Kafusi now out there. Barlow to the bench. And here is Kafusi with it. Just over the 40. Marty. Brown. Nice step in. Nice step in. His tackle bust count grows by the week. Now Madison squares them up. Moses offloads, Papali'i. And Capel there with Van. Marty off the quick play ball. Here they go again. Moses to Blake. Blake to Moses. Parramatta making a statement at Suncorp with a 4th try in 27 minutes.
I don't think there's a 7 in the competition that can play a short side like Mitch Moses. How many times has he opened up defences with a short side raid exactly like this, whether it's a pass or a kick? Moses has got it all. He is great at reading short sides and picking out the deficiencies. Gets Wonga Blake, backs up down the middle, and Moses scores try number 4 for the Parramatta Eels. Terrific play from the Parramatta number 7.
Well, this is quite amazing. I mean, the alarming thing about this, besides the Reynolds injury, but this scoreline, it's Brisbane not just facing a situation now where they need to come up with some sort of miracle to come back. Teams have done it, I know that, but they could be down 24-0 at the moment. But they're for and against, and whatever advantage they had over Canberra is being wiped out here. Like this could get scary bad for Brisbane.
Yeah, the quick play the ball certainly helped Moses, but Reid Marnie identified it. He had to race the dummy half. The play the ball was that quick. And then Moses was there with the 2 men out on the outside, Penasini and Blake. And rarely does he get a short side wrong. All right, yeah, this is danger signs for Brisbane.
Well, they started tonight 46 points to the good of Canberra. 22's been wiped out in 28.5 minutes. Moses is kicking everything, making 24. Corey on the sideline. The home team is in trouble.
Yeah, without doubt, Mossy 60 points last week and already in half an hour and 29 minutes of this game, 24 points. But you're spot on, bringing down the short side. I don't think there is a better number set. Sums things up beautifully. 3-on-2 down there. 26 tries this for Mitch Moses coming into this one. He's in some wide form. Returned last week after that finger injury. He's been a huge inclusion for the team.
They're in the negative. Wow, they are in the negative.
We talk about, we go to the game, what they could reach the 8. You might be outside the 8 after Saturday. Oh, and then from the restart, Campbell Villa. This time, they have pulled up the forward pass. Now, I'm a concern on the last one or one before that.
They haven't been comfortable with the kickoffs, have they? They almost got the opening kickoff wrong. This time, Dylan Brown just
turned the trailer forward, facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's not over the coaching manual, that one. Well, this is the opportunity. I mean, Brisbane, you got to start your comeback. It's got to start soon. It's got to start the first half. Picking back 24 points. Time for the lights on Ezra Man to step up with no Adam Reynolds there from the scrum. Here he is, man. Beautiful play.
Yes!
And there is the try for Broncos lead. Spirit shown by Brisbane. And on the board, they've got more injury worries with Tamaro Martin. But that's brought the crowd into it at the very least.
Yeah, they needed to score. Bossy. 10 minutes to go in this first half. Ezra Man runs a direct line at Mitch Moses. That drags Penasini and Wanga Blake in and leaves a bit of space for Branko Lee out in the corner.
Luckily, interference on Martin. A shoulder that puts him down. No, not a shoulder charge, but a shoulder bump. For no apparent reason. He made a little caution on the run. Stand by on this one. But Bruno has something to say about it.
I can't imagine Brad Arthur being happy with the kick-off mess there with Dylan Brown just turning his back towards his own try line and throwing a pass forward to Campbell Gillard off the turnover and the scrum set in the middle of the field.
Oh, I hope the Broncos look at it. He pushes them over.
No reason at all puts the
The outside, sort of little bump rug. Yeah.
And Branko Lee has a try in just his 8th game for the year.
Would have looked at it.
Don't want to be moving on at the end of the season.
Got to go up by 6 as Brisbane. Mitch Moses has kicked everything. Adam Reynolds not out there to goal.
Oh, it's being
Tony Staggs.
confirmed.
Staggs has kicked 15 at 19.
But they should possibly have a look at apron try.
3 of 7 from the touchline. Kept the crowd in the game. 30-0, you don't come back. 24, chance. 24 to 6. 24 to 6 inning. The Broncos showed some fight. Lee try. Staggs goal. 9 minutes to go first half. And when you have a playmaker in man, you have your fullback chime in. A lovely scrum try for those who
I think scrum should be wiped away to see a try like that.
Oh, we've seen some great tries. Now that you can pack the scrum in the middle of the field, it does open it up. You run your lines well, and that's what Brisbane did there.
Parramatta of the range right on their kick-off. He's going to see it and bring it back. His 21st game for the season, Palacia. Tomorrow Martin, then for Haas. I believe there with Moses. Turpin, Capel. Certainly drew on the experience of a player like Capel now with Reynolds off the field. Hetherington there for Brisbane. Stack their bench with forwards tonight. Zach Hosking on the bench as well. Kick inside 40. Chasing back. Gutherson all the way to the corner. How many chases? There's 6 of them there for Brisbane. Good result. Excellent set to get themselves back in the match. Sevo now on the count.
Yeah, a bit of inspiration from the Broncos off the back of points.
Lake in off the right wing and offload for Brown. Walters with a tackle. We've got the situation tonight where both teams have the son of the coach play. With Jacob Arthur to come off the bench for Parramatta. Billy is out there already. Kevy's son. Nice hands there. Off a check of Gutherson. Lovely soft hands from Guffer. Money back. Moses kicks. High from inside his own half. Close to the sideline. Oates did well. And now he has to do really well to get the ground and keep it alive. Back for Ezra Man. Corey Oates. Touch of magician there. In that running mode. That's quite a save for Brisbane because they've got a bit of momentum going here.
Yeah, that would have been coming to a screeching halt.
Yes,
But
well put.
yeah, Corey Oates gets pushed across the sideline.
We'll see who's done his job since coming on. Man, Martin attacking the Eels' right side. Penasini with a tackle there. Lee and Capel. They're outside the Eels, 20 on the last. It's an opportunity for an attacking kick. Haas gets it. Then there's Man. He goes low. Ricky gets through. Gutherson is with it.
Yeah, well positioned. Clint Gutherson knew the kick was coming from Ezra Man. Just positioned himself out the edge behind his defensive line.
At the moment, this is there's a penalty, but that has hurt. I was going to say, we're seeing the full graduation of Ezra Man here. Having to step up. He's not easy of age. You've got to remember that. He's only 19. He's only played half the season. And he's really stepping up here. Friday night footy tomorrow night on Fox. The minor premiers, the Panthers, against the Warriors, Jerome Luai back. And then the Storm against the Roosters. What an even money bet that is. What a game on a Friday night. What a double. They have the minor premiers, the Warriors, the Storm, the Roosters. The only place you see both games on a Friday night, Fox League. And then the only place you see all the Super Saturday, all of the NRLW thrown in as well. Round to play it here for Parramatta. 18 the difference. Reynolds gone for the night. Madison, Kafusi, good defence on the inside, although it is left. Capel is it on the ground. Parramatta on the check. Nice defence there by Staggs. Last tackle Eels. Brown gets it. Kick across the face of goal. The leap's brilliant from Blake. Mammers everywhere. Comes up with a ball for Brisbane.
It was a great take from Wonga Blake, but he just had to offload the ball quickly. He didn't think he was going to get to the try line. Ezra Man was there to pounce on the ball.
Well, they can get one more before the break and have real momentum going to half time and fighting their way back. That could be something. Haas is with it. This has been a really good counter set from Brisbane. Get them up. Parramatta's end now. Walters controls the kicking this time. Wobbles down to Gutherson.
He looked to stretch the lead back, but he was well on his way to the goal line. The offload.
I'm back.
Now, Gutherson will take off for 10 metres and Parramatta quickly out of trouble. Corey on the sideline.
Yeah, some more bad news for the Brisbane Broncos. I'm just going from the sideline. Tom Flegler is making his way to St Andrews Hospital as we speak with an airway injury. As you mentioned, Bossy, a couple of marks in the throat. They're saying that it's not too bad, but they just want to go get a CT scan on Tom Flegler to see what is actually happening, but he will not return this evening.
Actually, another big story, Corey Parker passing on, and those throat injuries and Andrew Fafita in most recent times. Rory Jason's another one. Eisenhuth then at Melbourne, serious problems. Lane has charged through. Sean Lane to Gutherson. It wasn't a lane, it was a highway from Sean that he created through the Brisbane defensive line. Gutherson has a double. And boy, has that tempered the comeback of Brisbane right there.
Yeah, it's put the brakes on that, hasn't it? And Sean Lane, what a game he's having. 3 try assists, crashes through a Palacia tackle there. Billy Walters on the outside and just held the pass up beautifully. Didn't throw a regulation ball, just a little flick out to Clint Gutherson. Why wouldn't you follow Sean Lane? Gets that right arm free this time, steps through the tackle of Kobe Hetherington and times his pass just beautifully to Clint Gutherson. That's great footy, Parramatta, and the left side again doing the damage.
They are the number 1 offloaders in the competition, Parramatta. They've already had 9 tonight. Their season average is 13 a game. It's a fair weapon when things are going well and you get on the front foot, you get the second phase as well. But when you can stride through a gap.
Lovely pass there from Dylan Brown too, and a great line run by Sean Lane. Just put himself in between both defenders there. Hard to make a tackle on a man that big when he runs into space. And Brown delivered a perfect pass to him.
And that is now a career best for Gutherson for tries in a season. 14. Gutho, what a shot this is. Intrigue of Mitch Moses. Banging it over. He's got 5 from 5. 30 points in the first half to Parramatta. On the back of Brisbane conceding 60 last week. Halftime show, there's a bit to break down here. Michael Ennis will have his say about this performance of Parramatta and some injury problems for Brisbane. Great shots here on Fox League on a Thursday night. There's 8 games of the NRL, 3 games of the NRLW. You need to give yourself the whole weekend off these days on the couch, getting gardening or visiting relatives. Rush for Christmas.
Feed up.
Second cousin.
Feed up.
And watching Fox League. How good. Short kick off Brisbane. And Blake is all over it. And he's got an opportunity to run as well. 30 might not be all she wrote in the first half of Parramatta. Emersini, another offload. Moses through the centre go the Eels. 1 minute to go first half. They've got time to play out the whole set. Marty with it. There's Madison. Another offload, Parramatta. Gutherson with it. Well, they might get their season average in the first half for offloads, the Eels. 3 tackles to go. Marty to Madison. Goes flat as Walters rushed up quickly on the outside. Marty in front of the posts. Madison. I tell you what, Moses has got himself right in front of the sticks here. Marty is with it. Moses is in 1 point mode. Here he goes. Mitchell Moses hits it sweetly. And Parramatta have another one. That is very much the exclamation mark on the first 40 minutes.
Well, why not add the point and make it 31-6? Mitch Moses in position to kick the field goal. Haven't they put together some great first half performances, the Eels, over the last 6-8 weeks? Another stunning effort here by Parramatta.
10th field goal of his career. As we go to half-time, it is Parramatta 31, the Brisbane Broncos 6.
Well, it's been a disastrous first half for the Broncos. They've had few answers for the Eels, and to make matters worse, they're without their captain, Adam Reynolds, failing his HIA. He will be missing for the rest of the game. But the Eels have been red hot, Michael Ennis, in this first half. Clint Gutherson skillful to score what was the first of 2 tries.
Yeah, Jess, the skipper's on fire, and in rugby league terms, they call this a good old-fashioned toweling at the moment. They are getting absolutely flogged, the Brisbane side. That is now 91 points in a game and a half. Their defensive line non-existent as the Parramatta side running right offloads, causing them all sorts of dramas, and it's the skipper who picks up his 14th try of the season, having a big night out, Clint Gutherson.
Certainly is setting a new personal best for King Gutho in season 2022. Time for a quick break here on your Thursday Night League. When we come back, we'll have more first half highlights and analysis with this man, Michael Ennis. And don't forget, at full time, it is The Late Show with Matty Jones.
Oh, go back.
This is Matty. Shake, how you doing, mate? You going good? Still the world's biggest bet? Yes. What do you do on that bet?
You'll make a big mate. You're a medium mate. Not a big.
Get back.
Family runs better on Australia's best network. Add on extra mobile or data bundle plans, or a mix of both. Add on family with our new bundle plans.
Nothing brings people together like a big screen with amazing picture quality. Go bigger with the new Hisense TV range.
The roost is calling. Let's roll.
With 25 years of hybrid electric and fuel cell innovation, it's in our nature to strive for a cleaner tomorrow. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
The roost is calling. Let's roll.
Your Majesty.
Speak!
The new pyramid? It fell over again. And your same game multi? Got out?
You little rapper!
Playing $15, wasn't it?
Crazy baby.
Make it look easy with Sportsbet's same game multi. Combine all your favourite markets in the one bet and get bigger odds from Sportsbet.
You know the score. Stay in control. Gamble responsibly.
Friday night on Fox League, the two best teams of the past decade, the Melbourne Storm and the Sydney Roosters. Between them, 6 of 10 premierships. In 2022, Many declared their dynasty over. The Storm, top four and finals bound. Out of the shadow of the big three, is now Cameron Munster, Harry Grant and Jerome Hughes. These Roosters sunk to 10th after 17 rounds. Now on a 6-game winning run. With Keary and James Tedesco at their creative best. And Joseph Suaalii, a teenager who'd run through a brick wall. He is something special. The premiership prize is within reach yet again for the Storm and the Roosters. So Friday night, sit back and marvel at these two incredible teams.
Right here on Fox League.
Live and ad break free, the Melbourne Storm and the Sydney Roosters.
Really good promo. It's always good on Fox League to get you ready for it. But between now and then, we've got a big second half coming up at Suncorp Stadium. We've got the Panthers and the Warriors game 1 tomorrow night.
Do you reckon the Broncos can have a comeback? Don't say yes, they could have a comeback.
Steal a position in the 8 at the very least. They could still have top 4 ambitions. Canberra are getting excited about the size of the deficit that Brisbane are being beaten by. There you have it. Brisbane's for and against, clocking an absolute smashing tonight, Brent.
Yeah, but the Broncos need to stem the tide, otherwise they could be outside the 8 at the end of the weekend. But then there's some games coming up next weekend. Look, at Parramatta, well, you know, I think their top 4 aspirations rely on how the Storm go this weekend, because then the Eels play the Storm next weekend.
So they cheer the Roosters hard tomorrow night.
And next week I'll also have another round tipping video, which I will make it. I will probably make it maybe next Tuesday night.
No Adam Reynolds, no Thomas Flegler. A Broncos side backs against the wall for their second half. What have they got? They got it back to 24-6. Now they have to get it 31-12 and work on 31-18, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, they need to score first and score pretty early. They need to dominate. They need to hold possession. They need a lot of things to go their way. They need to be just about perfect if they're to get themselves back in this game and beat competitors.
So these are the injuries in the first half. That was the elbow that caught Thomas Flegler in the throat, and he has gone to hospital. The second half is underway. Adam Reynolds failed an HIA after 7 minutes of the game. And he fell victim to a knock from his own teammate Jordan Pereira. Haas is with it. So obviously 2 players out, there's going to be a lot more minutes. I mean, Billy Walter's going to play all of the 73 minutes. Turpin will have to play the full 80. Here's Tamaro Martin on to Ezra Mann. With a swamping tackle there is Reynolds. Saints fans will be using the point. There's a lovely message put together from Rabbitohs players wishing Adam all the best for his 250th, which I thought was a really nice touch. So they will be disappointed to see their former man so early in this one. Sevo with a try next to his name tonight. Gutherson's got a couple. Blake has lost it. May have been stripped out, and it was in a 2-man tackle as the goal. And if you weren't watching early, both sides burnt their captain's challenges
inside 10 minutes.
7 minutes in the game.
Yeah, inside 10 minutes. So Mitch Moses now, let's see what sort of energy the Broncos have defensively. Under pressure all of a sudden. There's the script from Palacia.
Fair enough call.
Played at it.
So Parramatta, first chance goes anyway in the second half. McIntyre with that run, just outside the 20. The Eels, 5 tries first half. And Moses fingertip control there.
Beautiful take, Papali. Gone past the ball, somehow was up and
6 against 10 minutes.
It's all
What the hell?
Up against Brisbane here. Madison, I think they're looking for Sean Lang at the moment. He's got the golden touch tonight out of the left side. Here's Barney for Gutherson. Tummy and step and offload. This offload count goes up and up and up for Parramatta. Brisbane defending their own line. 2.5 into the second half. Money, Moses, Brown. This is out low. Finds Sevo. Keeps it alive. Then back for Opacek. I thought Sevo was a certainty to score. I think most Brisbane fans did. Right now for Brown. Madison again. In front of Turpin and Haas. He will accept the tackle. Last play, how ruthless are Parramatta. Brown there. There's Moses. They're going to run it. Tennessee on the spin. Back for Gutherson. Great kick by Gutho. Haas. Oh, you've got to be ready, don't you? A front rower showing the energy and the determination to beat the 5'8" to the ball.
Yeah, another offload. Penasini back into Gutherson. Nice kick from Gutherson. Had to be there, Payne Haas, otherwise Dylan Brown gets his hands and scores another Parramatta try. 14 offloads. There it is, the count.
Big weekend for the Haas family. Chris Haas set to play for the Titans on Sunday. You'll see it on Fox League. Titans and Knights. Ball down the way of Penasini. Pleasing is it to see the development of Will Penasini this year. Played every game for Parramatta. And only 20 on. Now there's more dramas for Brisbane. Kafusi ran strong and Kobe Hetherington is down for the count. What else can go wrong for the Broncos?
They came in for a low tackle, Kobe Hetherington, and just the bump.
Well, that is the... Well, I mean, I think you're going to see him have to go off here, Kobe Hetherington. He's got the staggers still.
Yeah, he's off.
So that's two now in favour of the HIA. They may actually end up in a situation where they will be able to activate Deloise Hoyta into the game. So Fleckler would not count as an HIA with a throat injury. If it was a high tackle, neck or shoulder, then they could. But no one was put on the board. But right at the moment, Brisbane bench is playing.
Hosking on the field for the Broncos.
Now Brown, Moses, Gutherson. Making good again. Oh boy, off him. Now the ball with Makatoa. Might be the night that Makahesi gets his first try in the NRL. Money. There's Brown, holds it up, batted on forward by Opacek. That was... Looks up, the ref says no, but I'm happy to live with the referee's call on that one. It was a bit rushed. Let's go down to the sideline. Corey Parker and more dramas for Brisbane in the halftime report.
Yeah, there certainly is. We don't expect probably to see Kobe Hetherington come back on the field the way he went down, so we'll wait and see what unfolds there. But for the Brisbane Broncos, plenty of soul searching at half time. There needs to be a bit of pride shown in this jersey in the second half. Obviously, 91 points in 120 minutes for the Broncos in the last 2 weeks is just not acceptable. As for Brad Arthur and the Parramatta Eels, he wants a complete 80-minute performance. He wants his team to be ruthless and relentless. They failed well in the second half.
31 to 6 is the scoreline. There is Zach Hofsky, just his third game in the NRL with that run. Late night with Matty Johns, straight after the football tonight. Matty chats with the one and only Shaq Keel O'Neill with Matty Johns. Killing Palisade. I commented, I saw a photo of Shaq with Cooper Johns, with Melbourne players. Cooper Johns looked like a ventriloquist style. Next to Shaq. Now Billy Walters, they're 5 minutes inside their own half, Brisbane. And Turpin is the kicker from outside the 40. Yeah, boy, they'll need to do better than that. Last tackle, Bong not attacking, neither here nor there. Straight down the throat, Gutherson back over the 40.
It's almost like they're resigned to the fact that the game's done. We'll just go through the motions after looking at that set. Parramatta can execute, which they haven't so far in this opening 7 minutes of the second half, see more tries coming as they start to open them up now.
Brown has got away. Here comes the support. Opacek doesn't look for Seaver. 10 minutes away from the line. Offload count is now 16-2. Madison, Moses, across to Papali'i. Here's another enjoying his best try-scoring season as Gufferson now is. Money to Moses, right up to the line. Kicks through, great work, Corey Oates. Saves the day. And bravely done as well by Corey Oates. He had to put his head down to oncoming traffic.
We get a penalty go their way as we watch the pick-up from Oates. Miraculous pick-up there from Corey Oates.
Crowd looking for something to latch onto, and that helped. If they go silent, you know that the Broncos are in desperate trouble here. Half-time last week against the Storm was 24-6. The Storm racked up 36 points in that second half. That is somewhat of a benchmark. Turpin now for Haas. Over halfway he goes. Turpin for Hosky. Quite a variety of the Parramatta attack that we've seen from Brisbane here. Turpin and tries a chip. It's a long one. Gufferson has been all over everything tonight. He's having a wonderful game from Gufferson. The times tonight, and his kicks, and I have racked him. I think he's doing a good job. But and Silvo on the charge. I must say, there's, you can isolate players, but I'm sure Tony Staggs needs a goes right again. He is just a man against boys tonight.
Yeah, just strolled through the middle of the ruck there.
Brown on the step. I was going to say Staggs, only 2 runs of the football tonight for Brisbane. His team needing. Go looking for the ball. Here's Moses. Papali'i with it. Throws it. Line ball. Blake back inside. Gufferson. Marty on the bounce. Has got away from 2. Marty spins and comes up short of the line. Only he was a foot taller. Marty would have scored for Parramatta.
Yeah, great ball movement down that right side there. Papali'i on a Blake, the pass back on the inside. Reed Marty almost gets a try. And look, the Eels have been a side that have been criticised for their lack of consistency. They beat the Dogs last week. They were beaten 26-0 by South the week before. There's Tony Staggs having a run. But there hasn't been many occasions through the season where the Eels have won 3 in a row. They're looking to go back-to-back tonight, and that starts. They need to perform in the second half. It's the business end of the season. You can understand Brad Arthur wanting them to go on with it.
He's had some pretty good career moments, Brad Arthur, as a coach against Brisbane, as Campbell takes the run, and late in the count, penalty for high tackle. That all helps Brisbane. So it's got no worse since half-time. Now it's a matter of finding that way for points. There goes his apologies on the way down there. Brisbane into the Parramatta half. And now, for Palacia. So Hetherington, we're assuming, will not be back. Reynolds ruled out, Flegler ruled out. Here was Hosking. Not aware he has signed with Penrith for next season. Next 2 seasons, in fact. Walter's out. Man, Marcus has read it well and throws him to ground. No quick play the ball there for Brisbane. Turpin to Walters. And an intercept. An offload and intercept. It was going to be their 3rd offload of the night against the Kings, Parramatta. Oh, and then Blake's had a shocker. The lollies go everywhere. They were Jaffers too. They've
Got well out of reach. So, Brisbane, it's a let-off for them. Certainly Billy Walters is feeling better about things, so thank you, Wonga, for that. There's another player that needs to add something in there to try and come back. I mean, Tamare Martin has to inject himself. Staggs, certainly. Just 3 runs now. 30 metres out from the line. Certainly, they get right side, Walters, they don't find Staggs. 20 metres out from the back of the line. 28 minutes to go. See it. Run out running without a 10 away. Is this the set for Brisbane? Turpin with Walters, Martin, step. Got him past 1. Within 5 of the line. Martin off a quick play the ball. Walters, jig and step, runs out of options. Hosking. That's not Brisbane's flashes work of the night right there. Second play. They set up with Haas as the first receiver. Well, has he got a kick at him? Payne Haas, he doesn't. Tamare Martin does. Pretty good range too. Oates getting through. Parramatta have got the ball. Knocked forward by Brisbane. Parramatta will go back to the 10 metre.
And a bit of confusion there amongst the Brisbane team. Payne Haas getting the ball on play 5, ended up getting it to Martin. The Eels did enough.
So you get a situation here where Turpin has to play the full 80. He's averaged 43 minutes a game this year. And Walters comes on and has to play 73 minutes in the halves, and he's averaged 52 minutes a game this year. So big asks of players in key positions just to add to the challenge.
And they do it all without Adam Reynolds.
Madison on a run up to halfway. Marty, to the left they go, Brown and Lane. Lane back again, and Parramatta cough it up. Another offload. The offload was followed. Then Opacek puts it down.
Nothing wrong with the offload, but there was a good tackle over the top there to force the error from Opacek.
We had it put to us that, and we are getting ahead, but Parramatta win this, and Melbourne lose tomorrow night, and Parramatta beat Melbourne last round. Parramatta can play Penrith week 1 of finals. Beat them twice this year, Brent. Interesting.
Some footy to go, boss.
Yes. All ahead of us here on Foxline. So Brisbane with the ball outside their 30. Now Turpin. 14 and a half minutes into the second half. No change to the score. Moses, the last points of the match, or the last point of the match. The one field goal before half time. Martin floats it out to Pereira. Still on halfway, and listen to line breaks tonight. It's 8-2 the line break count to Parramatta, 18-2 the offloads. This is really missed tackles by Brisbane. All key numbers, and Lee, Oates forward pass, was it? Not called again. Brisbane in possession. Man. Martin, he takes over kicking this time. The chase is getting through to Gutherson. He's been spot on tonight, Clint Gutherson. That will come Parramatta. Gutherson has run for over 100 metres. He's had 3 tackle busts. He's had 5 offloads of his own. A line break assist, a try assist and 2 tries.
And his positional play has been first class, so a big game from the fullback. And a good charge there from Campbell Gillard. Getting out of trouble Parramatta through Sevo and Campbell Gillard.
Marty
squashed there by Payne Haas. Haas has had bigger lunches, I reckon, in his life. Now the ball goes down to Martin. Back for the Broncos. They are with it inside their 20. Matty Johns with Shaquille O'Neal in the late show tonight. He does the hand test. We get to see Matty Johns' hand up against the palm of the Shaq. But Matty was high in praise of Shaquille O'Neal, the person he is. He's interviewed plenty, Matty, over the years. Jensen on that run back to the 40. Turpin to Haas, to Martin, to Mack. Runs into Penasini, able to get through, and trying his heart out. Broncos inside the Eels half. Last tackle play, not a great ball there. Walters had to go back. It's a floating bomb though. Gutherson, the flawless night, but the Parramatta #1 continues. The coach points at him up. I don't know where the bomb catches figure, but if they do, he's probably got 100 there. Brown, Lane is just an unstoppable force tonight. I'll say it again, it's like he is playing against boys tonight. No spiders on him there shortly. A set restart, late in the count. Barlow was with the ball for Parramatta, was put it down, then kicked it, then lost it a second time. Brisbane play on, no advantage to this point. Haven't passed when the ball was knocked on. And Pereira takes the run.
You went through Clint Gutherson's numbers. Sean Lane, 12 runs, 140 metres, 8 tackle busts, 4 offloads, 2 line breaks, a line break assist, 2 try assists. Like that's pretty impressive from the left back row tonight.
Oh, there's Madison up in the face of Jensen. Let's go to the sideline, Corey Parker.
Yeah, just a further to the Broncos, Kobe Henry, as we expected, McClain Staggs goes down his right hand side, comes up with a forced pass. As we expected, Kobe Henrington will not return for the Broncos.
I thought I saw you stretching up there, or you just flexing, Corey. Are you ready to come on? They might call on you.
Well, stranger things have happened.
47 game for the Broncos. Club, but great part of the Fox League commentary team, Corey Parker. Tough couple of weeks here for Brisbane. 31-6. I'll say this, there is fight being shown by Brisbane, but they just lack the gears, they lack the class and probably the confidence they had.
Well, they like
we go back 6 or 7 weeks.
Yeah, they like the personnel now to get themselves back into the game, to come up with points. Points have been hard to come by over the last month for them anyway, even with a full complement. Aaron Reynolds out there.
Barlow on this charge for Parramatta. So 19.5 minutes of this second half without any points. Marty Van for Campbell Gillard. Parramatta's for and against as well. The least of the top 7 sides on the ladder. They're getting a boost tonight. Hudson goes short, he's laid again. He offloaded and stuck back by Brisbane. Play on Parramatta. And the tackle count restarts. He refuses to be tackled, Sean Lane. Gutherson, Brown, Barlow, they can settle things down for a bit here, Parramatta. He will play it 7 metres away from the line. Money. And then change direction. Knocked down by Walters. Knock on Brisbane.
Yeah, just suffered from a lack of execution at this end of the field, Parramatta, in the second half. And we'll get the ball back. Passes just not finding their mark like they did in the first half. Lane again getting himself in behind the Brisbane defence. The offload. Hitting the ground, there's a completion run. Brad Arthur wouldn't be happy with that, but they get another chance here.
What about a little scrum play here for Parramatta? It'll be a nervous Brisbane defence. Scrum clock goes off. Moses puts a step on. Good tackle. Now, a bit breaking lead, just folds Moses in half. Set restart, but Moses is struggling to get up.
Well, I think he's hurt his leg. Ezra Mann, great leg tackle from Mann. And then as he was trying to get up there, just had that leg still caught underneath himself, and Brenko Lee pushes him back over the...
It's the reverse of the hip drop, isn't it? Because the defender down the bottom is doing his work. It's the bloke up the top.
And he had his foot in an awkward position. That's what's happened there.
So Madison off to Upper 5 tries to 1, but none in this second half. Parramatta chip away with Barlow in front of the post. Marnie, left, Brown. Again has been knocked down by Brisbane.
Billy Walters the man again, just getting his hands to the ball. Brown accelerating at the defensive line, trying to get Sean Lane one-on-one. Billy Walters plays at the footy.
Yeah, the way Pereira reacted was as if Billy hadn't touched it. He's thinking, oh, I had a chance to run 90 metres, but don't worry about it. Billy had already knocked off. No dramas. Chillax. Parramatta. Going to get 6 to the scrub. Marnie, Moses. Nice little bit of swerve about his work there away from Hosking. Jensen hangs on a long time here. Madison, oh, Jimmy Barlow, given the ball within sight of the line. That's a strong effort by Ricky to stop him. I don't know how he did stop him. Madison. And not able to offload defence by Jensen. So again, the spirit of Brisbane on show here. Marnie, Moses, and good blow down. Hosking, Turpin over the top. 4 tackles up Parramatta. Turpin defending well for Brisbane. He'll end up with 50 tonight, I reckon. Brown goes out for opportunity. I can't find Sevo, unmarked. Lane, Brown tries to go over the top. Gufferson has got everything. They've got intercept again. It was knocked, I'm going to say knocked forward then Oates. The fact that a teammate then got it. Corey had to regather, play on, but the teammate got involved and that became the knock-on.
Again, some desperation there from the Brisbane side to deny Parramatta scoring a second half try. The fact that Kevin Gillard got a touch to the ball after Corey Oates knocked it up in the air. They hope it's a long way in off his wing just to shut it down, but Parramatta get another roll at the dice.
Further credit to Brisbane. 19 tackles down the side, the 20 in the second half. And they've managed to keep them scoreless. Hevasini's even offloading now. They're all doing it. They're into the 20s with the offloads tonight, Parramatta. Money is close. Linked up with Campbell Gillard. Money now. That's Madison. Gufferson! Staggs comes up strong and he's penalised. It's a high tackle penalty, yes. Can't take the quick tap.
Another restart for the Eels. I think the initial contact was all right. Top of the chest.
Lane.
Left up the line.
Go back and tap again. I'll put it the line down, he says. That's an easy one.
We can't take the ball.
What if he had a scored? Would you have said no try because I got in the way? I don't think he's allowed that. We've got plenty of times. Anyway, here's an odd one here. Parramatta 5 metres away from the line. Brown. Moses floats it over the top. Another Brisbane head. Oates touched that one, did he?
I think he did.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
He's got his fingertips to the ball.
Is that 5? Walters has done a couple.
Well, we've had 4 or 5 restarts in the last 5 minutes. And the Eels have been down this end of the field. Don't look like moving until they come up with a try.
Now, Madison running at them. Inside the final 15 now. Murray to the open side. He's had a great try-scoring year. But Hosking and Haas denying there. I believe he'll try and borrow. Here he goes, get over. He borrowed successfully. Shade to Kensha. Parramatta finally get their first try of the second half. And there is one of 3 of the Eels starting 13 who had their best season try tap.
He is just too powerful, Papali'i. There's lots of little men there. Tamari Martin, Ezra Mann, and he just kept those legs driving until he got himself into the in goal. Did a great job to get it down. Too strong.
Some joy for Tigers fans watching Zaya Papali'i score a try. It's been rather painful seeing Leilua more for Luna for them, obviously, in the next couple of weeks. So that is one of their star recruits for next year, scoring for the Eels here. You know, he's like the Warriors. He had only 7 tries. He scored more tries this year for Parramatta than he scored in all his time with the Warriors. His whole game has developed at Parramatta. To the point where, again, there's another one that'll be a star attraction at the World Cup this year.
Yeah, he has become a player, hasn't he? The Eels, I guess they had second thoughts too after he left. We've seen that play out in the press.
Tonight, so he's got 6 from 6 and a field goal thrown into the bargain. Corey on the side.
I mentioned at the start of the game the edge back roles for the Parramatta Eels. Both of them have been an integral part of what they've been doing this evening. 118 run meters, 4 tackle busts, 2 offloads, a try assist, throwing a try for that man Isaiah Papali'i. What a season he is having for the Parramatta Eels. And as for the Broncos, Branko Lee has left the field on what looked to be a leg injury, which is Hoskins now out of medicine.
So no reserves for Brisbane for the final 12 and a half minutes. By the way, only the National Rugby League has played internationals for both Samoa and New Zealand. I'll pick off good catch. And their Haas more or less took his eyes off the ball. So there's running commentary, if you like. A statement of fact of Brisbane's points differential, which has been absolutely annihilated the last couple of weeks, to bring Canberra right back in the frame. Canberra, with a win of some reasonable proportions over Manly on Saturday, they're in the 8s. Ricky's been 1 week from the finals. Brisbane in the last round face the Dragons,
and
Canberra play the Tigers at the last game of the regular season at Leichhardt Oval. Gutherson, Brown is with it. Brown out to Sebo. They're back inside the 10 again, Parramatta. 37-6. Brown kicks across the face. Here come the Leapers. It's been knocked and bounces favourably for Penasini. Brett Arthur's down at the sideline. Parramatta celebrate again. Bucker will have the final say. It's been locked in by referee Atkins. They are into the 40.
Yeah, it took them almost 30 minutes to score their first try of the second half, but now back-to-back tries. Dylan Brown's kick right on the try line. Like a Blake there.
Oh, no.
Get a touch to that one.
He certainly reacted as if he didn't. He was celebrating all of that.
Oh.
I'm going to say it's gone backwards, even if Blake does get a touch to that ball.
No, I don't think he did. I think it's all Capewell's hand there. It's going to be very hard to take it off, having been set up try.
I'm pretty sure it'll be a try. Bossy, Penasini scoring.
Nah. They should check it out because I reckon one of the Broncos players was taken out.
Every try that they scored,
So
almost
that's
like
been
a
confirmed, and
dagger into the
that is
side of
kind of
Brisbane.
stupid.
Picture Ricky in his lounge room at the moment, shadow boxing. Just throw left and right.
The negative just keeps growing for the Broncos.
Which they, I think they're just watching the replay a couple times.
So here it is again. They may have also just
Oh yeah, of course confirmed.
They were going to take the try, but I don't think they can take the try, to be honest. There's enough there to say that it's off Cape, but it is, and Moses will take the shot and goal. So you've got a scoreline now that is headed in the 50 region. He kicks us as 43-6, and we've passed 100 points conceded in the last 2 weeks. By 18, a finals aspirant. That's getting towards the embarrassing areas. I mean, that's bottom 4 stats, not team in top 8 stats.
Yeah, look, I know there's been a lot said about the absence of Patrick Carrigan, certainly a very important player to them, but Patrick Carrigan was in the side in round 20 when they got
you're kidding. What the hell? Yeah, the Broncos player was taken out, which got the Eels the try basically.
That's probably as relaxed as you'll ever see, Brett, after what you just saw there. It's only a short glimpse.
And that's basically a game over for the
1 or 2
Broncos.
seconds, but he was actually a relaxed man. Son Jacob now on, there he's a dummy half. He almost looks like he's got a blindfold on. He's got the headband low down on the brow. Now for Madison. He's been selective with his passing tonight, Ryan Madison. In fact, they've offloaded a lot without Junior Barlow really featuring in that facet of play.
Yeah, well, the big offloaders tonight for them have been Gutherson and Lane. 9 between.
Moses controlling the game. The kick that will take it over the sideline, so a set defensive line with Brisbane to come off their own 10. Parramatta. I suppose, we're focusing on Brisbane's precarious position in the top 8 right now, but Parramatta, again, to explain how things could work their way, they are cheering all out Roosters to beat Melbourne tomorrow night. Then they have a top 4 shootout in the last round. All or nothing.
Yep, just one of the blockbusters over the next 2 weeks, the final 2 rounds of the regular season. It's the Broncos at -16. It's points for Parramatta, not differential. That doesn't matter. They've got to wait and see what happens tomorrow night against the game the Roosters will score. And if the Storm get beat, well, Parramatta are in for a top 4 shot.
Big games this weekend, big games next weekend. Parramatta, Melbourne, Roosters, Souths, Cowboys, Panthers. How good is all of that? And you see it all here on Fox League. Here's Turpin, Ed Walters, Ricky. The injury toll is big news tonight for Brisbane. Reynolds failed HIA. Flegler off to hospital. Ball's been lost by Ricky. He scripted the ball, no challenges, so penalty is blown. Renko Lee now leg injury. Kobe Hetherington concussion. Late night show with Matty John, Shaquille O'Neal, special guest. The big fella. Now Ricky. Well, he backed his way through a hole there. 5 minutes from the line. Turpin for Jensen. Restart for the ruck infringement there. Then for 10 metres, so it's a double whammy pass. Martin goes flat to Hosking. Hosking finished off by Campbell Gillard. Every point vital now. When you're starting that points differential, Brisbane, Haas, and Walters, dummy step. Can't always offload Ricky's doctor. He's having a crack back at Billy Walters.
I think Billy did all
I think he did the right. I think he could pass. You fight from the line. Why wouldn't you?
Well, the pass. If Billy throws the pass early, it puts Ricky under a lot of pressure. He had to throw the dummy and try and get through the space, which he did, and then offload. Ricky wasn't happy. The fact that he dropped the ball. Pass was there to be caught.
That's a green picture on the bench, isn't it?
His 250th game out of Brothers.
Now he's Steve Walters.
A couple of legends there not enjoying it.
Yeah, not a good way to finish the game, a milestone game after 7 minutes.
Selwyn Cobbo sat out tonight. I mean, there'd be a question mark. Is he back next week? I don't know.
I don't think anyone's
Does he just bounce back? Barlow with the ball is offloaded. Arthur advances upfield. 12-0 second half scoreline.
Yeah, so on Tuesday I'm gonna make the video of the no tipping. We have some good rounds we need to talk about in that as well. And we might have a talk about a couple of finals as well, like if they would play the other team, like if they'll play like a certain team in finals and those.
It is the last. It goes across. Moses knows it. They're going to run it. And what a pickup! Penasini, rubber kick. What a pickup by Oates in return. They've had some saves, Brisbane. I mean, if I can find something positive, I think they've been a little more desperate than last week.
Yeah, they're still scrambling well, aren't they? The Eels could have quite easily scored another 4 or 5 tries in the second half if the last pass stuck, or if Brisbane weren't as desperate as they've been.
This time next week, we watch Parramatta play Melbourne on Thursday night rugby league here on Fox. 4.5 minutes to go. Walters is running and offloading for Staggs. He gets a chance to kick. Gutherson on the fingertips. Parramatta back with the ball. Moses lets it sit. Across the Blake. Now Moses. Penasini. Short halfway. I think you can sum up tonight. Parramatta have seized the moment. There's so much at stake tonight. And I know there's been adversity for Brisbane, but Parramatta played such an aggressive, such a game of great intent in the first half. Blokes like Campbell Gillard, the attack swung into full gear. They put 31 points on the board in the first half. It's a fine tune-up next week and finals.
Yeah, look, and before Adam Reynolds left the field, the Eels scored in drive their first set that they had inside Brisbane.
And the second, Moses falling was clipped high by Jensen. He's unlucky, Corey Jensen. Moses straight back to his feet.
Yeah, who knows what would have happened or how the game would have played out if Adam Reynolds stays on the field, but after they scored their first try, they scored their second try pretty quickly.
Oh, Mitch Moses is a stupid dumbass. He purposely stayed down thinking that was high.
Until the end of the game.
Yeah. Well, they're thinking their own form games. Just to advance whether they can catch those ahead of them. But why not go up in sixes rather than a give two? They're only 5 minutes away from the line. 2:40 on the clock. Arthur, no one. Barlow wasn't going to stretch down. He's got the bag back. Penasini able to pick it up, and they lose. Well, you added up about 26 metres on the play. We'll try and run the shoot here. Completion rate for Parramatta tonight, 79%. Madison, Gutherson has got the kick, chases a plenty, off a check, it falls into his lap. They've got another one. Moses has kicked everything. If he gets this one, it'll be 49-6. And Canberra now get even more excited, the Raiders fans.
If he hasn't been their best, he's certainly been very close to it. Clint Gutherson, another stellar performance from the fullback. Held the ball up, looked to pass, couldn't get a pass in. Brisbane defence up and in the face of his support, his runners. So he just dribbles it in behind the line, gets the weight right, off a check there to grab the ball. Terrific kick, Clint Gutherson. Angles it out towards Opacek. That's a big scoreline now.
Here it is. Once a Bronco, in fact, was a member of their under-20 side way back in 2014 that played a grand final Tom Oppercheck, Redcliffe Jr.
So a couple of dummies, just giving himself a little bit of time to wake things up, and it's a good player that can then still give himself time, even though the defence is in his face, still get the execution of the kick spot on.
Gee, this is a massive unravelling of the Brisbane season. Had such a good year. Absolutely hammered the last 2 weeks on the score.
They're still not out of it. They're not out of it yet, Pat.
No, they're not out of the eight. And that's almost going to be Kevy's approach at full time. Well, you tell me, Brad, it's almost like, don't worry about review, dwell, we're ready for next week starting now. Moses, well, there you go. Here's this one. Corey Parker side.
It's going to be really interesting to see what Kevin Wallace has to say after the game in the presser. Quite simply, the last 2 weeks, 107 points the Broncos have conceded. The wheels have well and truly fallen off the defensive lapses of the Brisbane Broncos. But as you mentioned, they still have hope in this competition. So we'll wait and see what all unfolds. But the last 2 weeks in particular have not been good at all.
Well, a converted try on the week. A converted try win against Manly, we'll see the Raiders jump into the up.
Well, that's the thing. We're saying, you know, they can still make it, but the fact is destiny can be taken out of their hands out of this weekend. You can win next week, Brisbane, and not make it. Because Canberra, based on performance and position on the ladder, will start favourite in their last 2 games. I mean, Canberra to beat the Tigers last round. It's not breaking news. They're going to be favourites, and hot ones at that. Have to get past Manly first. Then Manly do the Broncos a favour. Madison onto his back. 1 minute to go. Shaquille O'Neal not too far away. That's next week. Parramatta and Melbourne. Next Thursday night. With all the matches between now and then here on Fox League. Niokore on the run there. Semi-final tune, some of the matches we've got. Brown and Moses, they are chasing 50. Jefferson, he's got an open break. He won't go all the way. He steps, he won't go over. That is the half century again. Brisbane on home soil have been annihilated by Parramatta. And Canberra, boy oh boy, they have sung a song with every point that has been scored by the Blue and Golds tonight.
It took them a long time to get going and score their first try of the second half, but they have, well, they've just absolutely finished this one off with a flurry of points. Jefferson again involved. That's a great cutout pass to Wanga Blake. I'm glad he didn't try anything fancy there. Just run and run over the top of the fullback. That's exactly what he did. Gets it down.
Well, now it's Moses kicks. Raiders win by any margin against Manly, and they are in the 8. We've been updating you with the live ladder all night, but I think you understand the importance of points differential more so than ever now. A few years back, it cost the Warriors a place in the 8. A team that's only played once the last decade.
4 tries in the final 14 minutes of the second half.
This is it. The 53 to 6. And Moses has done it.
So I've got the drum actually. Game it over. The Eels on 53 points to 6, but you've got the drum actually level. Subscribe to the channel and I'll catch you guys in the next one, boys. Peace out.
Last week Brisbane conceded 60. Tonight they've